China and Iran were friends, not anymore. The recent visit by Xi Jinping to Saudi Arabia has changed the equation forever. Iran is now openly challenging China and dropping threats on the Chinese government. Stay tuned to know what is the right side of the story. Hi and welcome, you are watching India's World. We discuss geopolitics here. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more interesting videos. Iran and Saudi are bitter rivals. Surprisingly, China had established friendly ties with both of them. But developments that occurred over the past week have created a massive rift in the Sino-Iranian ties. Xi Jinping was on a 3-day Saudi Arabia tour last week where he declared Iran the supporter of terrorists. Last Friday, a joint statement from China and Gulf Cooperation Council came out, which referred to Iran as a supporter of regional terrorist groups and a proliferator of ballistic missiles and drones. It also noted the importance of addressing the Iranian nuclear file and destabilizing regional activities. Furthermore, the joint statement raised the issue of three islands located in the Strait of Hormuz: Greater Tunb, Lesser Tunb, and Abu Musa, which are administered by Iran but claimed by the United Arab Emirates. The statement said the leaders affirmed their support for all peaceful efforts, including the initiative and endeavors of the UAE to reach a peaceful solution. These statements caught Iran by surprise. There was a radical shift in China's Middle East policy. Previously, China would refrain from making political statements, saying its interests in the region are primarily economic. But now, China was overstepping its own red lines. It made Iranians frustrated as well as livid. Iran summoned the Chinese diplomat in Tehran to discuss the controversial joint statement. Mohammad Jamshidi, Deputy Director of Political Affairs at the Office of Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi, shot back at China, tweeting, "Chinese colleagues should remember that when Saudi Arabia and America supported ISIS and Al-Qaeda terrorist groups in Syria and destroyed Yemen with brutal military aggression, it was Iran that fought the terrorists to establish stability and security in the region." Now the main question here is, what is the future of Sino-Iranian relations? Has China dumped Iran once and for all? The short answer is yes. Frankly speaking, Iran has become a liability for China. When China and Iran inked the $400 billion cooperation deal for the next 25 years, the Chinese economy was in great shape. Also, China needed Iran to expand its Belt and Road Initiative across West Asia and the Arab world, which held economic as well as strategic importance for the communist nation. Today, the BRI is dead. The Chinese economy is on ventilator support. The COVID-19 pandemic is ravaging the country. It can no longer feed Iran. On the other hand, UAE and Saudi Arabia continue to be the brightest spot in West Asia. They have oil, they have money to invest, and they buy a lot of arms. Chinese media reported earlier this month that Saudi Arabia bought $4 billion weapons after the Zhuhai Air Show in November, a much bigger sale than previous deals. China sees them as natural economic partners. On the other hand, dealings with Iran always come with great dangers of being sanctioned by the US. For China, Saudi Arabia is the obvious choice. Now, Iran has no choice but to push for deeper ties with Russia and India to offset the economic pain.
India's World, telling the right side of the story.